And then, yeah, probably e5 will follow. But yeah, I don't think it's a big problem for me because right now he will miss his light squared bishop. It would be a good piece right now. So I think I should be better here. But yeah, he's playing pretty fast. Also, of course, important, but yeah. Okay, a6. I don't know about this move. I mean, a5 would be the usual idea to prevent me from playing b4, which I think I'm also going to do now. Now I can even think about some c5 business, dc5, bc5. Again, need to calculate a few lines, but yeah, I think I can go c5. I already really like my position here. And if I'm gonna be able to break in the center, it's very good with the two bishops. And also he somehow lost his kind of stability here. Also rook on c1 against queen on c7 is a nice thing. Yeah. Yeah, I think knight c5, there's knight a4. Okay. e4, but okay, I think I can just take. And I don't see what's the problem yet. Okay, queen e5, but yeah, just bishop g2. And I think the position should already be close to winning. Now yeah, I can just go queen b3, double on the c file. We'll have d6 at some moment, bishop pair, strong center pawns, pawn up. Should be winning. Okay, gonna take another pawn. Yeah, now after queen a6, he can take on d5. I'm not sure whether I really want this, but also not sure whether I can prevent it. But yeah, I can go queen d6 after rook c at queen d6. That looks good. Yeah, queen d6. Okay, I will take. Still pretty sure that the endgame should be winning. Yeah, but yeah, I think he still should have taken on d6, at least double pawns. Right now, those pawns will most likely just march through. Oh, he will have to give a piece by the first. And okay, d7 is over. Okay, yeah, good first game. Yeah, I think then the opening a5 would have been certainly a better option. Important also to stop b4 and c5 and all this stuff. Okay, now game of black. Let's see. Okay, probably he's not there. I will wait a little bit more and then probably abort and search for the next game. Okay, plays knight f3, d5. Okay, so we're gonna play Reti. Also really solid for white. And yeah, many different setups. He chooses to play with d3, and now there are ideas with queen e1 or knight bd2 and e4, and also with c4. I think both lines are very much possible here. Okay, I'm gonna go to e7. Okay, a4. I don't really know this move. Yeah, I think ed5, knight d5, knight e5 is not too good because then I have queen b4, knight b4. This should be a good position, but a4. Okay, I'll play rook e8. So now he can't take on d5 and take the pawn on e5 because then I'll just go bishop c6 and this pin along the e-file would cause huge problems for him. Okay, knight c5. Yeah, now it's the question whether he wants to play g4 at some point or not. I'm never sure about this. It's always a huge question. But yeah, normally I will try to play a5, and after g4 I have, my knight is already ready to jump to f4 via e6. Yeah, a5, but no, I think I should go a6. And a5 might also be weak at some point. I mean, this rook has to defend it for now, and queen will always be attacking. I don't want to give him my bishop, that's for sure. Okay, so he goes for g4, which means that, and I will try to either somehow break with h5, maybe, or just play knight e6, knight f4, as I mentioned before. Yeah, so this certainly feels like the right time to play knight e6, knight f4. Yeah, e d5, I don't think this will work. I can take knight d5, queen e5, and then just knight f4. Yeah, knight f3, I think is a good move. So now, yeah, don't really want to take on e4, but probably I don't have much of a choice. It wouldn't be too good. Yeah, okay, I think I can go queen c7. Yeah, I mean, it's, for me, it would be important to keep the tension in the center. Certainly better for me than for him, so that's why I didn't want to take d4. Yeah, knight h4, but I don't think he ever wants to take on g6 because then he loses the outpost on f5, so I can just go rook d8. Yeah, no, it's also hard for him to play a move. Probably like bishop e3 or bishop e2, just develop the pieces, but yeah, not clear. Okay, he takes on g6. A little surprising to me, at least. Yeah, okay, now I have hg6, and yeah, now this knight on g3 might be not that well placed, because now I can go knight f4, and if he takes after e4, I will get another tempo on this knight e2, but yeah, now he loses a pawn, I think. Yeah, now the position should be really good again. I don't think it was a good idea to take on g6. Bishop e3 was an interesting move, trying also, yeah, threatening bishop b6, as he is also now threatening this. But yeah, now already bishop c5, and I'm a pawn up. Should be a very good position. Yeah, also his king is now weak without the bishop on g2, so I think I pretty much got what I wanted here. Yeah, this is okay. I think I can just put the bishop on f4. And this knight, if he takes on f4, then the e4 will also open up, which can't really be in his favor. And now I can go g5, but then there's h4. Okay, we'll still go g5. Now probably also something like rook e6, rook h6 might be an idea, or rook e6, rook ed6 at some point. Yeah, I just wanted to place his bishop on f4 in order to, yeah, kill all kind of counterplay here. And now I have g6. And now you see that also this double pawn on the g-file can be really strong sometimes. I mean, now it's just defending everything. Double on the d-file. I think this should be pretty much over. Unless I somehow manage to lose on time, which also shouldn't happen. Yeah, okay, the position is over, that's for sure. Yeah, queen b4. I mean, yeah, he can't really defend everything. b3, there's rook d1. I think this is over. Yeah. Okay, good game. Yeah, I think you should, taking on g6 wasn't the best move. It made my task a little bit easier. Okay, so white again. Okay, let's play knight f3 again. Worked the first time, so why to change anything? Now it looks like we might get another King's Indian. Probably from some different move order with some kind of sideline possibilities. Yeah, of course, yeah, it's always possible to put the knight on e7 as well. Okay, knight c6. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure whether e5. Okay, f5. Okay, I didn't expect this, but I'm not too worried actually. I think I can go d5. It should be. I mean, the knight on c6 seems a bit oddly placed there. Shouldn't be the right square for the moment already, because yeah, now we might get into some trouble with the bishop on e5. This is okay, d5 even. Also a little bit surprising. Because now I always have this c5 ideas, but I don't want to allow him to play e4. That I think would be good. Okay, f4, which actually is kind of a pawn sacrifice. So I think I will take the pawn. Can take on b2, but then I have knight d2, and I don't think he really wants to take this exchange, because basically this bishop is the heart of his position, so I don't think he can actually give up this bishop. And okay, he doesn't even take the pawn. Okay, then I'm just pawn up. Also, no problems. Okay, bishop g4. Yeah, I don't think I have any trouble playing f3. Now I think bishop on e5 is a good square, because then, yeah, if the knight moves, I can exchange the bishops, and I certainly want to exchange the bishops if I can. So I think I can also castle short. And now probably f4 is an idea, or queen d4, centralized pieces. Yeah, queen d4 looks good. Yeah, for me it's not easy to find the plan. I mean, moving the knight is never really an option, and otherwise, what do you even do? And now maybe c5 is what he's trying to make work, so I will go rook d1. Yeah, c5, and now I have dc6. And I think now this is a piece. That's why I played rook d1, because now d7 is hanging. Unless I blundered something, this should be just winning. Okay, yeah, so then it's winning for sure. Yeah, okay, now it's just piece and pawn up for nothing without any compensation. So this is dead loss. Yeah, I mean, I'll just finish this. Bring the king, bring all the pieces into the game. It should be overwhelming. Okay, draw. Won't accept this. Yeah, okay. Can pre-move a little to make it faster. Yeah, I mean, okay, he resigned. Yeah, there I think just this pawn didn't really get any compensation and then blundered the piece there. That's, yeah. But interesting idea in the opening. I never really saw this kind of move over there. Okay, let's take another game. Yeah, okay, again, I will wait a little bit and then probably start another game. Okay, then I will start another one. So let's see. Yeah, okay, for now I think I will more or less stay in the range of this 200-300. That's all right for now. I will certainly also pick other ranges. I understand that this is important also. Don't want to play always against the players from the same range of rating, but for now I will stay there. Okay, cd4. Okay, I think this is, I mean, now it would be good if I will manage to get bishop c4 in one move, but probably this won't really be manageable. So yeah, we'll go bishop d3. Of course, now this is losing a tempo, but yeah, I think he also lost tempo in comparison to normal lines somewhere. So knight c6. And now it's a question whether I want to play cd5 or not. Probably I'll just play a3. Classical position, classical Isolani. I mean dc4, bishop c4, and okay, it's very normal position, I would say. b6, yeah, this is interesting. Okay, I think I can go cd5. Okay, ed5 with b6, I'm not that sure whether it's that good. Because yeah, he will always have weaknesses now. And I think h3 is important to stop bishop g4. And the bishop on f7 is, of course, way more passive. Now the pawn on d5 blocks this bishop. Can go bishop f4. I mean, it's not very bad for black, but I think it's a bit better for white here. Yeah, now I have to decide whether I want to exchange. I don't think I actually want to exchange the bishop, so keep the pin. Okay, just rook e1. So he really wants to exchange this bishop. Okay, yeah, he can exchange, but I want my queen on f4 in exchange for that. And queen on f4 looks pretty good, then I have knight e5 as next move. Because then d4 isn't hanging anymore, which is important. Yeah, knight e5, and maybe I have ideas with rook e3. I mean, yeah, we can see that this bishop on b7 really is passive and causing him quite a lot of trouble. I think I will take with the rook because after d5 he might be able to push d4 and activate this bishop, and I really like to keep it closed for the moment at least. Yeah, unpleasant position, that's for sure. I mean, hard to defend, and he needs to find some kind of an idea at least. I mean, queen d6 with knight d7 might be an option. Rook e8, rook e1. I think now after rook e5 I will already take d5 because then I will have e6 immediately following up. Okay, queen d7. And the problem is if I play rook 1 e3 he can take on d5, and after d5 maybe d4. Let's see where the queen is going now. Yeah, we'll just go. Sorry, rook 1 e3. b5, okay. Yeah, rook g3 is interesting, but I'm not quite sure. But okay, I will play it. I also need to speed up a little, yeah. I saw this and I wanted to give this check and take on h5 and hope that this attack will be very strong. But probably you can defend. But d5 is also hanging. So yeah, queen e6 is a move. Also queen f6 might be possible, but the endgame is bad for black, that's for sure. Yeah, queen e6. It looked like the best move. No. Yeah, I will go rook e3. Probably queen f6 or queen d7. Okay, he goes to g6. Probably I should have taken the other rook. So okay. Yeah, I really need to speed up. And it's not that important to play the perfect move, but rather to play good quick moves right now. Yeah, okay, after knight d5 there was bishop h3. That's why now I'm playing queen f3. And now I don't think he can defend the pawn on d5, and yeah, this. Okay, bishop b7. I think I can take and take on f6. Take on b7. Now queen d4. Yeah, it's not easy to convert this. Okay, I'll try to flag him. Sorry for that. Okay, now already also the position might be not that obvious draw. Okay, yeah, probably this position is a draw. I'm not yet sure, but I managed to flag. Yeah, I also think if I would have had more time, then the position was very good, probably winning, then I also could have played this correctly, but yeah, this way it's hard. 3-0. Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll play the Caro-Kann in this game. Let's see which line he's choosing. Okay, so knight d2 means classical, and yeah, this knight f6 is, I mean, I think rather modern, but yeah, still already more or less man theory for a few years, I think. Yeah, and this line with long castle is the most aggressive way to play. King b1. Okay, if he allows me to play queen a5, pressure on a2, then I will see how he's trying to defend this. To c4, I have b5 if I want to. And yeah, most likely I want to. Yeah, a3. But I don't think he really likes to play a3. It's rather that he thought he has to. Okay, queen d5, c4, queen g2 is an option, but looks really dangerous. So probably try to not do it. After queen b6, there's d5. That would be really bad. Okay, I need to find a move. I just rook a8 for now. I don't think he has big threats. Of course, he can go g4, but it's not the real problem, at least for now. Okay, knight f4. I think I can give away this bishop anyway. I'm gonna play on the light squares. So also now bishop g6, f g6, certainly not a good idea. He can't also take the pawn because of bishop f5 check. And otherwise, probably I'm gonna try to play knight h4. At least it's interesting. Okay, he goes back to d2, but now after queen d5, c4, d4 saying. So yeah, I think bishop e3 would have been a better idea. Also after c4, now I can take on g2, I think, because f2 is saying as well. Earlier, then there was always bishop e4 and the queen would be trapped. Okay, and now queen a2 check, king c1 probably doesn't really help me. But I think I can take on g2. I hope my queen doesn't get trapped, but I couldn't see a way for him. In bishop e4, now I have queen f2, that's what I mentioned. And then, yeah. Okay, rook g1. I can go to f3 as well, then this rook on h1 would be really weird. Can also go back to d5, which is interesting. Yeah, we'll go back to d5 actually. Okay, king c1, but then I think it was totally alright to take the pawn. Okay, I will play f5. Knight h4, there was bishop h6, and I couldn't really calculate till the end. Might have been dangerous. Like this now, knight on g6 is defended, rook g5 doesn't work. So yeah, he goes rook h2, and now I have knight h4. And those two rooks, yeah, knight f3 is threatening, nice fork. Okay, we will see how he's trying to defend. But again, yeah, the time. Really need to take a look on that. Okay, rook g3. Yeah, I think I will sacrifice the pawn to gain activity. Okay, I think he has to take bishop f5. Yeah, probably wasn't the best idea, but I think it's okay. Okay, yes, bishop e3 back. Simple as that. Yeah, I had threats with queen e1, that's why he went for this idea. Yeah, it's not so easy to play for me. Endgame. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think I like the endgame for me. Seems like a pretty decent position. Rook f4, I have knight g6, rook g3. I'm gonna go rook d5. Oh, I really need to play fast right now. Okay, he blundered. That's very good for me. Think he should go king e2, yeah. That's what he does. Now I need to protect the pawn on is f4. Okay, should have allowed f4, but luckily he didn't make any use of it. Okay, most likely to get flagged here, I think. But yeah, I will try not to. Seems like it's very likely that I will get flagged here. Yeah, I should have played fast early on. Okay, and now I'm gonna win. Okay, lucky that he blundered there, otherwise it would have been really tough with that low, being that low on time. Yeah, the hard, tough game. I mean, it's with the 3-0 can be sometimes tricky. Okay. With white no more, hopefully it will be a bit easier. So classical English opening. Castles here. Okay, I think I'm also going to castle. dc5 is an option here, but yeah, not necessary. Now queen a5 and d6 are the main moves, I think. Okay, a6. Question is always if after b3 he can take on d4 and go d5. I would think he can play that way, so I will try to find another idea. Maybe c5 even is possible. I will go bishop f4 because after e5 I have knight c6. Okay, you can take and go knight h5, and then I would play bishop e5, f6, bishop f4 back. I'm not sure whether he really wants to play f6. It looks like weakness, and also bishop on b7 is cut then. Yeah, queen b6 and now knight b3. And I'm trying to push c5 or knight d5. Okay, knight h5, but this seems to be running into knight d5, and this queen now really has some trouble to find squares. Okay, queen d8, but then I have bishop c7, and yeah, probably not lost immediately, but at least it looks really bad for black. Yeah, but queen e8, knight b6, rook a7, so somehow it's still holding together. But I think I'm just going to play on domination, just play c5. I don't want him to play d6, and I will sacrifice the pawn on b2. I don't think it's a problem to give this pawn in this position. He takes it. Probably the best idea. I mean, he has no real play either anyway. But okay, now I can take the rook. So, and then position should be totally winning. At least if I get my knight out, and I don't think he has any way of preventing me from playing knight b6 next move. Yeah, d6, knight b6. Yeah, he also resigns. Yeah, so there I think it went wrong straight out of the opening of the queen b6, knight b3. I mean, if I get this knight d5, bishop c7, I'm sure it's already very bad for black, the position. Okay, let's see what happens in this opening. I mean, so far it went pretty well, I would say. Of course, this last black game was quite tough and also probably, yeah, a bit lucky that he blundered there. Yeah, it's never easy in Blitz. What can happen, especially with 3-0, and also, yeah, while talking, you usually spend a little bit more time thinking, which can be a problem. But so far it went well, at least. So, okay, queen c2, so yeah, e4. Okay, I think d5 is the big main line, but for now I'm probably just gonna play d6. I don't want any kind of huge theory battles here. Knight e2. Okay, c5 seems reasonable. a3. Okay, I'm just gonna take. No, he can't take with the knight. Can't. Yeah, he has to take bc3, and I think that now e5 is a good idea to fix the structure. And yeah, long term I have ideas like knight c6, knight a5, b6, bishop a6, attacking the weakness on c4. So probably that's what I'm gonna try to do. Yeah, f3, knight c6, b6. So yeah, basically the plan I just mentioned. So he threatens to take dc5 because of the pin, so I can go to either e7, c7, or maybe also e8. I think I will go to c7 because on e7 I'm in many kind of problems long term. Bishop g5, also knight g3, knight f5. Now he goes knight g3 anyway. Okay, I can take on d4 if I want to, but I think there's no need, so I will play bishop a6. Knight queen a4 and yeah, knight a5. And I think now I'm already threatening to take cd4, cd4, bishop c4, and then b5 would follow up. Yeah, interesting to see how he's trying to defend this pawn. Okay, he's not trying to defend this pawn. Probably I forgot about something and I can't take it yet. But okay, I don't see it. We will see whether I missed something or not. I mean, first of all, it's a pawn, and I will let him prove that he has some way of exploiting this pin on c5 with rook c1. Yeah, no, I think I have to take with the, okay, at least I don't have to, but I think I should take with the queen. And forcing the queen trade, and then I'm a pawn up, and I don't think he really has any kind of big compensation there. Of course, knight on f5 is a good piece, but it's nothing too dramatic. Yeah, I should really find a way to get rid of this knight on f5, that's for sure. Yeah, the problem is I can't play rook c8 because then always knight e7 check is a fork. So I'm gonna play rook e8 purely for the reason to play rook c8 next move. Yeah, but now of course this knight on f5 is really strong. But I think still I should have good position. Now rook c8, d5 maybe, and d5, rook d7 would be a typical idea here. But okay, also a question that how can I possibly defend against this if I can? I can go rook d8, but then rook c1. Yeah, it's not so easy right now. Okay, I'm gonna play rook c8. I don't think I have anything better than this. So d5. Okay, he doesn't play d5. a4. Okay, king f8. Don't want to run into any kind of forks ever. Yeah. Again, I really have to speed up. I mean, getting flagged is not the thing I really enjoy the most, so that's not something I'm aiming for here. Yeah, probably still pretty good position for me. Maybe not that clear, but I think it's good. Not f5, okay. Yeah, he's trying. Okay, but I think exchanging the rooks is in my favor since I'm a pawn up and I have those two strong pass pawns on the queen side. But yeah, now I need to play fast. And the biggest danger is that, of course, with knights you can always plunder something. That's dangerous. I think position should be winning here. And also on the clock right now I'm winning. So yeah, I think pretty good game, one on time, but I think the position right here should also already be winning. At least as far as I can see. Sorry, no, this is wrong time control. So if you can challenge in 3-0, then it's fine, but 3-3 is, yeah. I mean, I won't play with increment. Okay. So let's see. We got an Nimson in the last game. Again, d4, or probably, yeah, d4. Okay. Typical line. And usually I'm playing here c5, but since this is pretty drawish, I'm probably gonna play c6 in this game. Yeah, now I got the pair of bishops for his, yeah, he's ahead in development and also has this quick breakthroughs with e4, so it's complicated position, but I think it's all theory still. Okay, he plays a rather slow plan. I mean, usually you try to play e4 rather quick, but yeah, you can also play, so, okay, b3. Okay, I think I'm happy long term since I have the pair of bishops. That's good. Okay, rook d8. Can just make useful moves here. a6. I will see whether he wants to play e4 or not. c5. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure about c5 since now I can break through in the center with e5, and I don't really think that this b4, a4, b5 is that good right now in this position. But still, it's of course usual idea, standard idea. I think I should try to attack on the king side right now. Knight should, okay, to e1. That's, I really would have expected him to go to d2, queen h4. And yeah, now knight f6, knight g4, or knight f6, bishop g4, or f5, f5, f4, something like this will be following. a4, and now I have to decide, am I going to choose the f5 plan or with knight f6? I think right now with knight f6 seems better. Move the pieces instead of the pawns. And b5 I will take and go knight g4. But probably there's anyway no real way to defend against this. It's also not the end of the world. He can still take on g4 and then we will see. But I think the position should be totally all right for me here. b5 looks like g3, but queen h3, I don't exactly see how this is helping him. Yeah, but now I can go to h5, knight g2, I will have g5. And then this knight is totally stuck on g2, and the attack is continuing. Yeah, this looks really dangerous. I'm not sure that it's that bad, but at least from a practical point of view, very hard to play also. Bishop g2. Okay, now knight g4, he would play h3, I will go back, but then queen e2 is move. Okay, I don't really want that. And then I can go bishop h3, and now next move would be then knight g4. Yeah, knight e2, and I think anyway g5 is useful. Okay, but don't really see how he's going to defend against knight g4 right now. I feel like there should be a way to mate now. I mean, bishop h3 is losing on the spot. Bishop h1, I can take on h2, king h2, and go bishop g4 or bishop f1, and at least I'm winning 2 pawns. So I will take on e2 and then rook d2, bishop b5. Should also be winning. So yeah, I don't really see a good move for him here. In bc6, I will take on g2 and just mate, I think. Okay, it's actually not mate, because you can go knight g2, queen h2, king f1. No, but okay, it's anyway dead lost. So. Yeah, I'll just take the time to take back on c6. Because queen h1, yeah, I'm winning a piece. Okay, I'm taking the piece now, but I didn't want him to take on b7 and c6 and get any kind of counterplay here. But now, yeah, now I think rook a1 is no real. There are no real threats, so I'll take the piece. And okay, then the position is winning. Okay, good game. Yeah, I mean, this attack on the king side is really dangerous, even without the bishop on this b8 h2 diagonal, which usually, of course, is the most dangerous, but also here it worked out well. Okay, let's take another game. Yeah, I'll stick to my opening with this knight f3. I mean, yeah, as usual, I'll wait a bit and search for another game. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna search for another one. Okay. Hopefully now it will work. Yeah. Okay. Maybe another King's Indian? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, this time this variation with knight bd7 and e5. Also, I think one of the main lines here. White has a strong center, but black always has a lot of tricks, and yeah, this knight outpost on c5 sometimes ideas of h4, 5 h4, and yeah, all kinds of stuff like this. Usually I don't want him to play a4, that's why I played b3, so that now after a4 I would have b4. Okay, knight d7. I don't think that knight e5 or knight d3 is an actual problem, so I'm not going to defend against it. And now I can go to d2 or to c2 with the queen. I'm not quite sure, because on d2 there are always some tricks, possible tricks with bishop h3 and then knight f3. But okay, for now I still have knight on d4, which defends everything. But yeah, that's something to watch out for. Now I'll go rook a1. Then yeah, bishop g5 might be an idea at some point to provoke f6 and then just go back, saying that yeah, f6 is not a move you really want to play, so I can lose this tempo. a4. Ah yeah, now I can't play b4 because the knight is on e5. That's probably a reason why queen c2 would have been better, because then I could play b4 and he couldn't take on c4 because the queen wouldn't be attacked and I would take the piece. But okay. Also, like, this shouldn't be a real problem. Yeah, and f6, as I said, I will just go back. I'm pretty sure that f6 is not a move you really want to play. Also, knight d5 might be coming at some point. Knight e6. Yeah, now we will see this idea that bishop after let's I will make any kind of move, rook f1, he could take on d4 and take on h3. This is the idea. And usually I also want to keep the pieces on the board, as many as possible. For now, yeah, I will let them exchange one pair of knights, then go back to f2, which I also don't really like. I mean, I would prefer to stay on the a1 h8 diagonal, but yeah, it's okay. Rook f1, king h2. I'm just gonna make a few useful moves, and then probably knight d5 soon. Yeah, queen b2 now. Queen a8. There's knight b5, but then rook a2, so yeah, you can go for it, but I also have rook a8. So it's no real problem. I think you will d8 or c8, yeah, both are possible. I'm gonna go out of this pin with the bishop. Yeah, f5 seems reasonable as long as I stay in the pin. I don't want my knight to be pinned here, yeah, because now I can play rook e1 and yeah, I think I'm still a bit better here. And of course, the dream would be to somehow get the knight to f6, but yeah, that's not realistic for now. But I think I can now take the other bishop on f7, which also seems pretty good. He can't take back with the queen because of bishop d5. Okay, knight d4. This looks really suspicious here. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't think too long. I mean, I see a good option and that's already enough for now. Yeah, the black's position is solid. It's not easy for me. Look, I will try to win this anyway. Queen a7. I mean, the king is a bit weak. Yeah, now this is really bad. Because, yeah, I will take c7. I'll go bishop d5 check. Yeah, king is weak, so I will keep the queens on the board. Queen g8 threatening. Okay, still queen g8 works. And I'll win the piece and the game. Okay. Yeah, I think in the position was all right for him at some point, but yeah, then he blundered the piece. Also, maybe because he was already getting low on time. Okay, let's take another game. Okay, another d4. Okay, so more or less chiggering with tempo up. But yeah, I mean, playing with black, it's not too good here. This is, of course, really reasonable opening. I always need to be cautious not to allow him knight b5 in the wrong moment. It could be dangerous, but yeah, I think this way it's all right. Now I can take and go knight c6, and then I always have rook c8 in case I need it. But actually knight c6, knight b5, rook c8, there's knight d6 check. So that doesn't work. So then I will play e6 first, and after knight b5, I have knight a6. That's also okay here. Because the knight on b5 is also not very well placed, so it's just, yeah, if he's more or less winning immediately. Queen b5 is possible, but I think the end game is totally all right for me. Now I don't need to take the end game, knight e5, then yeah, we'll take bishop e5. This knight on c3 is not really well placed. I mean, usually you want to play c3 or maybe even c4 at some point, and then knight on d2 would be much better. So knight e5 takes, maybe a6. Okay, now we'll certainly play a6, pick the queen. I mean, okay. Queen g3 or queen e2. Okay. Yeah, now I'm not sure whether I want to exchange the bishops with bishop d6. Yeah, probably will keep them on the board for now. Now castles. Yeah, I think I solved all opening problems. Looks like solid position for me. Yeah, knight e5. Now if I take d5, doesn't look too good, so we'll go queen c8. Knight b1, yeah, so that's what I was talking about, that this knight usually actually doesn't belong there. So now I think I can take e5. Since, yeah, d5, then I would have had the idea to play knight e4. Okay. Just b5. I mean, knight d2 doesn't work yet, so c3, but then I have also queen c4 as a move. Yeah, exactly. I'll play queen c4. And the end game, okay, I'm certainly not worse. Also, big question whether I'm better. Probably not, but I can, at least I can hope for something. b4 immediately. This is interesting. I think I will place a knight on a4, which will be really unpleasant for him. a3. He allows me to take on e5 here, but probably I don't want to take. That's the thing. Yeah, I will play a5. I mean, open the a file is good as long as the knight is still on b1. But if I take now and go rook a3, how is he going to defend? I mean, knight b1 back can't be the idea, and rook c1 also is really passive. Then I will get the a file with rook f a8. Yeah, it looks like I have a good position here. Rook a2. I mean, control over the a file is extremely important here, so I will go rook a1. Now knight can't move, and yeah, rook f8 is the next move. Yeah, probably rook f8 would have been better instead of playing rook a1. Okay, doesn't matter too much, I think. And now back to a2. Of course, I still need to find a way to break through at some point. Yeah, I think I would like to exchange the bishops, but yeah, he doesn't want to. Yeah, it's not so easy to win the position. I mean, it's certain that I'm better here, but to actually win, it's not that easy. But yeah, this knight now is fully paralyzed. This is very good. And also rook is very active. I think rook f2, he can't go because of bishop e3. Here I have bishop f4, taking the pawn on e5. Yeah, bishop e5, there's rook e1. So I will go king f7 first to protect the pawn on e6 before taking on e5. Yeah, now I can take. Okay, this pawn will go nowhere. I will just take it. And okay, resigned. Yeah. Okay, it was rather a solid position for white, so not so easy to win, but managed in the end. So okay, again knight f3, d5 or knight f6. We'll see. Knight f6, c4, c5. So then we will have some kind of an English opening again. Symmetrical structure. Yeah, again, I think we've already had this position once, so d6 and queen a5 are the main moves. And yeah, of course, knight d4 is rather modern way to treat this. And yeah, in my opinion, always white is little bit better and can press. So yeah, I think this is pleasant to play for white. Okay, queen c7. I think here usually black should play knight e4, queen e4, bishop c3, and then yeah, something like bishop h6. That's the way the line goes. And I'll just have time to play rook ac1, rook fd1. Yeah, bishop on g2 is really nice. You can never break through in the center with d5. Normally, black is somehow trying to push d5, but at least in this kind of position, it doesn't look too easy. Now I already have knight d5, but there's queen e8 for now. So yeah, well, but yeah, he has bishop c6 next. So this might be an important position to find some concrete way. Okay, still rook c1. I'm play classical normal moves. And now e4. Yeah. Okay. Play queen e3 or d3 next move, and maybe someone knight d5. Okay, this is a little nice trick, but yeah. I mean, that's also why he couldn't take on e4. Okay, we'll take the queen back, win a piece, and yeah, position is totally winning. Yeah, that's one very typical idea for white here. I mean, to use this more or less pin there. I have the feeling I'm getting quite a lot of white. It's nice. So this might get to some Tarash. But yeah, from this move over there are extra options for white, like this dc5 idea. I mean, knight f6 is bishop g5, so from this move over there always some kind of trouble. And now it's a big question whether I can take on f6 or not. I probably shouldn't. So yeah, I will just go e3. Bishop e6. Okay. Yeah, bishop e2 would be normal. No, I guess castle, castle. And we have again rather typical Isolani structure. It's isolated pawn on d5. But yeah, I think I've got a quite good version here with the bishop on g5 and d4 square controlled. So might be a little bit better for white here. Now can go knight d4. And yeah, this outpost is always the most important square in this kind of positions. Knight queen b6. Now I can take on e6 if I want to, but it's not that clear. I can also go knight a4. I think I like this more, but okay, wait a minute. There's queen a5. Not that clear. I think I will just go knight b3 back. Yeah, queen b6 was a good move. Underestimated that. Now I have the idea to play something like knight a4 and then knight ac5. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. So queen to b4 somehow feels wrong, but okay. Yeah, it's not getting trapped yet because after a3 he will take the knight, so I have to play knight c5. He can now take or play something like knight e5. But knight e5, I have queen d4, I think. Yeah, queen d4 is a strong move because if he takes, then I can take e d4 and b7 would be hanging. Okay, he goes a5. It doesn't seem to have any kind of specific idea, so I will go a3. Queen b6 back. Yeah, now I'll put another knight on a4. I want to force him to get into the pin with queen c7. And then I will take the other knight to c5. Yeah, here I will also take the other knight to c5. I'm not sure, queen on a7 is a bit far away from the action. But yeah, still black is really solid. It's normal position. So knight e5. Now queen d4. Most likely knight c6 back. Yeah, but okay, going back can't really be an issue. Okay, queen b8 looks like something is wrong with this move, but I still need to figure out how I will punish it. I think bishop f4 is a good start. Yeah, and now I can take on b7 because queen b7 there's bishop e5 and I'm winning the pawn. Yeah, this position really looks pretty good. Maybe. Yeah, he won't get d4 in and yeah, we'll block it again with pawn up. Should slowly be winning here. Now he also went into this fork with knight b6, so then it's for sure that it's totally lost. Okay. Taking the queen. No, that's very, very far away from any kind of fortress. So. Yeah. Okay, good game. Yeah, let's play a few more 3-0 games and then maybe also a few bullet Ah, okay, so we'll get another Caro-Kann here. Again, the old classical main line. Okay, if he takes. Okay, he doesn't take them. Of course, that's nothing like a classical main line, but yeah, still. I think it's at least a known idea. Yeah, I don't exactly know how to react, but this feels pretty much okay. Okay, gf3 even. Okay, I'll just go bishop f5. I mean, I will see what he's trying to do in order to prove that there's compensation for the pawn. I really thought I would play knight e6 and knight bd7, bishop d6. And yeah, we'll see where to castle. Maybe if he castles long, it also makes quite a lot of sense to castle long as well. I certainly don't want to give that bishop. Yeah, but I feel like there's no real compensation here. I mean, knight bd7 is next move. Yeah, that's the usual idea, to castle long and then try to attack, but since I'm not castled to the king side yet, I'm also not gonna do it now. I think I will also castle queen side at some point, and then there's no real attack. So now he needs to, yeah, knight c4 is possible. Also knight g4 was possible. It's hard to say which one is exactly. Probably also doesn't really matter in this position. h4, yeah, he's threatening h5. I think I will go h5 myself to stop this. The square on g5, I don't think he can really use it. So bishop d3, yeah, knight d5. Okay. And if I can get the bishop, that would be great. f6. He goes back to d2. Yeah, we'll exchange anyway, and then now I have a very nice square on f4 for my knight. Yeah, knight b6 in about tempo. And okay, king b8, just for safety. Rook h e8. Yeah, now e5 always is an idea. Okay, in that case, probably just knight d5. Yeah, he has to go back, and now e5. Yeah, it's hard for white to find a real plan here. I mean, I don't know, rook e1, of course, is possible. Yeah, this pin. I mean, but I think I can just go rook e8. And now c4 shouldn't be a problem anymore, because I can just play something like knight b6 or knight b4. Knight e4, yes. Yeah, okay, somehow this knight on c5 is annoying me. This is not too pleasant. I would really like to exchange a few pieces here, but I don't exactly see how to do it, so play a move like a5 just to wait. Okay, a3 immediately played, and bishop f5. Still not sure what exactly my idea is here. So now we will see what's his idea. I mean, I don't think knight e6 works because I can take and play, yeah, this and knight e2 check. And then he either has to sacrifice the queen or he will lose the full rook on d6. That was my trick. Yeah, this is winning. Okay, so let's go for one more 3-0 game and then I will change to bullet. Yeah, this also is a possible move for the here. I mean, now I think e6 and takes on c3 are. No, I think usually you take on c3 here. Yeah. And of course, it's important to know that here white should play bishop c4 and not take back immediately. Yeah, to force black to play e6 and then take back. Okay, check. Yeah, this line, it's always engine says that white usually is better or sometimes even much better, but from a human point of view, it's very hard to exactly understand why. So I've seen already in many classical games, even really strong players were quite struggling to prove that this really is something for white. Yeah, I think our castle, I don't think I should be afraid of him taking on c3. But okay, now after knight c6, this looks dangerous already. I mean, rook e1, I'm threatening d5, and after bishop e7, there's bishop h6. I think this went pretty well for me. Yeah, he lost tempo with knight a5 and knight c6 back. This is certainly a problem. Yeah, no, I will just go back to f1. Bishop g7, okay. Yeah, if I take on b7 now, I think taking on c3 will be possible. And then I can go d5. But that's too complicated. I will play bishop d2. Be safe. But yeah, again, I feel like I messed up somewhere. I mean, I'm sure they could have played better. This doesn't look like the best way. Now, black also is really solid, more or less got everything he wanted. So, yeah, b7 is a techno. If I would have taken on b7 immediately, there was bishop c6 and then bishop takes f3. And I'm not so sure. There's knight d5, queen h4 coming. Yeah, at least not clear. So now he offers me to take. I think also should take. And then bc6, yeah. Probably now his idea is to play c5 next move. So queen before there's still c5. Yeah, then I will just go queen c2. Yeah, I certainly misplayed it. That's what I was talking about. It's not so easy if you don't exactly know what is the right move to find the right moves here, but yeah, I still have some hope to be a bit better because of the bishop pair, and this pawn on c4 can't really be attacked. But also black is really solid right now. I mean, this blockade on c5 and everything. I think it's okay for black. But now he ran into bishop b4 into this pin there. Okay. Winning the exchange, that's of course very good. Position is again much better. But still, it's not easy to win. Because at least from a practical point of view, there's quite a lot of compensation here with all this dark squared weaknesses that I have. Bishop d4 and everything's coming. Yeah, but at least in terms of time, my situation is also still pretty good. And so knight d6 might be possible right now, but okay, this rook d2, I don't think this is really bothering me. Yeah, now queen e5 would be bad because then you could take and go knight f3, so play king g2 to get out of this fork. Probably king to h1 was more precise than always bishop g2 would have still been an option. Okay, I don't really know what he's threatening here, so just make a useful move like h4. Yeah, but I also need to make some progress somehow, which is not easy, by the way. Ah, yeah, the rook is coming. Yeah, really not easy to advance here. I mean, the rooks would need open files, but where to find these open files? Rook b2 maybe now. Oh, but there's queen. Okay, there was queen c6 check. Okay, I think now I have rook b5, and again I need to speed up, otherwise I will get flagged. But yeah, this looks good, both in terms of time and in terms of position. Okay, good game. So then now few bullets. Now I certainly need to play faster. This is absolutely for sure. Okay, I will take on f4 and hope for the outpost on e5. I mean, the control over the square is now more or less the key in this game. Okay, I think my position is pretty good. As long as I control e5, he has bad structure with the pawn, the double pawns. Oh, okay, I ran into bishop h4. He didn't see it, but this also looks really dangerous now. I misplayed it. I need to go to h7 now. This is really bad. I have h5 now. If I get bishop g4 in, then it might be okay again. Yeah, I think this is okay again. I will take this pawn. Now it's winning for me. But I need to be fast. That's mate. Okay, good game. Okay, he's playing really fast. That's always dangerous for me because I'm really slow while talking. But okay, we'll try to make it work. Yeah, the structure is complicated. It's never easy to play for either side. But yeah, maybe I got some advantage here. Knight g5, okay. Yeah, but I think I'm controlling the c file. So this means that the position should be better for me. And now he has a problem. After queen b5, I have intermediate check on c8. Okay, this doesn't really help him. Now the rook's coming in, h4, e6 is hanging. Yeah, this position is lost. Only time can hurt me now. Oh, There's this check. I totally forgot about it. That's really bad. Okay, certainly should have seen that. Now my time is also really low. Okay, taking the rook is really good. Oh no, I can't take the rook because there was mate with g4. Really nice trick by him. Saw it only last second. You now mate him, I think. Oh, I got flagged. Wow. Okay, on the last move. Yeah, he was really fast in the end. I mean, I thought I was already winning, but yeah, okay, that's put it. Good game. Yeah, as I said, I'm really slow already with talking. Also didn't play bullet for quite some time. I also need to get used to it again. But at least the position was winning, that's something. Yeah, these endgames, I don't know, usually I think black has quite a good position, but yeah, sometimes if you look with the engine, it's like tiny little bit better for white. Now with two bishops already, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I think now c5 is a good idea. Yeah, this knight is hanging. Okay, the position is already winning now. I shouldn't take on d1, then rook c8 would be winning for white, but I can just go away and yeah, piece up for one pawn, but certainly not enough. Yeah, the knight on t3, this will hurt him. He can't protect me. Okay, good game. I mean, okay, now it's just... Oh, okay, rook was hanging on a1. Okay, let's play a few more. Yeah, again, we have this line. Okay, he plays d6 now. Yeah, this is really symmetrical, but I think white can hope for kind of a little bit of advantage here. Okay, this is just a pawn. This is very nice. Position, of course, then also is already good for white. Also, time's good. Yeah, I mean, if I can double on the c file, then the game should be over. I mean, the end game with the same color bishop usually are lost with pawn down. I mean, with different squared bishop, of course, the many endgames are drawn, but like this, usually it should be lost. Yeah, okay, we'll see whether it's lost, but I'm pretty sure it is. Getting the king and then starting to push the pawns. Yeah, there's nothing much he can do. Also, putting pawns on the white squares is not exactly what you should do in this kind of endgame. Yeah, okay, the position is just lost. There's pretty much nothing black can do here. Yeah, just f1 will at least take the bishop, if not promote. Yeah, okay, I will search for another game then. So yeah, now I'm playing bullet 1-0. So now we got Caro-Kann again. Yeah, knight g3 is possible, but now we'll start pushing the h pawn. Okay, I think this is already, yeah, now e5. That's always this trick because knight e5 he can't play, and yeah, d5 there's queen d1, bishop f3, and also winning a rook and the piece. But yeah, the piece here will win back on f6, but still full rook for nothing. So totally lost already. Yeah, it's nice little opening trick for black here. This e5 move. I think after e5 it's already totally winning for black. Okay, he thinks quite a lot, but yeah, there's nothing much left to do here for white. No, so king d1 is the only move. Okay, I think a few more are possible. Okay, so some kind of Slav structure here. But yeah, might, if he plays e4, then again it will be some kind of Caro-Kann. Yeah, but I think I got a good version of the usual stuff here. Yeah, queen e2, and I'll try to push c5 somehow, at some point. b4 I'm not so sure about because he also can't go a3 now. And ba5 is certainly something you don't want to play. I hope I didn't blunder something here. But yeah, doesn't look like it for now. I mean, bishop g6, h g6, knight f7, all this shouldn't work. Okay, this is free piece. And also free rook. Yeah, okay. I will promote another queen and that then should be enough to win. Okay, I think there's time for one or two more games. So yeah, I'm playing e3 because after c4 there's always this d4 opportunity, which usually I don't really want to allow. So this is getting to, yeah, actually I think Queen's Gambit accepted by some different move order, but still more or less the same position. Yeah, usually I'm gonna try to somehow get a knight to c6. That's the dream scenario. So that's also why, yeah, I went for exchanging. Okay, now I think d5 is a good idea because this knight on c4 will be really strong. I mean, there's no knight b6 to attack this knight. There's no knight d6. There's also no b5 idea. Yeah. Okay, after bishop g7, I think I can even start with bishop g5. Also a bit annoying for him. Rook e8, f3, and knight d6 is another option. Also h5 is coming in pretty dominating position. And that's, yeah, it's just one knight on c4 can change really a lot. And none of his pieces are really moving anywhere. Okay, I think I will play one last game. Okay, this move order, I think at d4 is a good idea already. Yeah, now he will get to exchange these bishops, which is pretty good for him, of course. But, okay, I'm still hoping to be a bit better here. Knight d5 is possible, but doesn't really help, I think. Yeah, but now knight d5 is a strong move because it's a queen d5, knight d7, and if he defends the pawn on his own, let's say rook f8, exactly, then I can take on c5 and go knight c7. And that's a huge problem for him. Now we'll get an exchange, and position should be winning. Maybe not that easy to convert, but still. Yeah, and the knight is also cut now. We'll get the d5, rook d7, rook f1. Should be over. Yeah, knight h6. Yeah, and it's funny because I can't go something like g5 because then knight f5 and suddenly the knight would be a really strong piece. But yeah, like this, you can also just run with the pawns. I don't need to get on f7 to this weak point, also just pawns pushing them, and the knight is more or less dead. Okay, good game. I think that's it for today. So yeah, I think quite a few interesting games, and then see you soon.